to make worlds, create life, but then soon, like all great power, some wanted it for good, others wanted it for evil, and then the war ensued. War raged on between the Autobots and the Decepticons on our home planet Cybertron. We wanted it for peace, they wanted tyranny, but eventually the sacred all-spark was gone. They searched on, and the Decepticons learned that it landed on Earth, and their leader Megatron crash-landed on their planet. In the Arctic he was stranded, the humans were in trouble, then came the Autobots.
The leader of the Autobots, his name is Optimus. He arrived from Cybertron, transforms into a flaming truck. Last known living of the primes, and he would gladly give his life to save what's left of humankind. The legend of Optimus Prime.
Years later we would learn of a man, an ancestor of Sam. Archibald once fell into a hole, and what he saw was our enemy. Made a discovery accidentally, activated his navigation, imprinting the cube's location onto his glasses. Passes down to Sam Witwicky. We tell Bumblebee to protect Sam, which he does, but as more Decepticons attack, they need us. Through Earth's atmosphere we land on the planet, but we must transform to remain a secret. There was Jazz, Ironhide, and Ratchet, then Bumblebee and me, now to the glasses. Intercepted by Agent Simmons from Sector 7. Bumblebee tries to save them, but they all get held captive. It turns out they all sparks in the same place, and they're keeping Megatron spraying ice in his face. Decepticons attack, and they're led by Starscream, trying to free Megatron, and he starts to unfreeze. So they free Bumblebee, and he takes the all-spark, makes it much, much smaller, and then they embark. The Decepticons are chasing, and the battle ensues on the highway in the city, and we can't afford to lose. Now Megatron's awake, and he's looking for the cube. Now we have to protect Sam, it's the only thing to do.
The leader of the Autobots, his name is Optimus. He arrived from Cybertron, transforms into a flaming truck. Last known living of the primes, and he would gladly give his life to save what's left of humankind. The legend of Optimus Prime.
Coming close, and I'm not doing my best. So Sam takes the cube and he puts it in his chest. Megatron falls apart and the battle is won, and I pick up the shards, but Jazz has fallen. But for now there was peace, so I message into space to all traveling Autobots to tell them of this place. Got a pretty good response, Dino and Sideswipe, but some not quite Autobots, but more like Autonauts. Sergeant Lennox and Epps had started Nest Team, an anti-Decepticon unit, but now it seems more and more have been turning up and appearing, and through the enemy's sound wave they've been watching. They attack where the cube shard is, and they know Megatron's in the Laurentian abyss. The shard in his chest wakes him up like true love's kiss. Now he all must fall back, cause he's coming for the kid. Sam is kidnapped and dropped into Megatron's lab. We arrive just in time to begin our attack. Everybody flees from our enemies. Sam rides with me, then we leave, and the fight stretches to the trees. Megatron and Starscream trying to get Sam, and I'm killing as many Decepticons as I can. Autobots coming fast, but Megatron kicked my ass, put a blade through my chest. I did my very best. While I was gone, they learned of a key that contained Energon and could revive me. Megatron and the Fallen have been looking for this key, the matrix of leadership. Sam brought it to me. I came back into the war, and the Fallen had a device to make the sun no more. Jetfire gave us parts, and I flew to the peak, and I only had one shot, and that's all that I need. The fight raged on as the Autobots fought, and I injured Megatron, and the humans dropped their bombs. The enemy flew away as I took the Fallen's face. We survived this battle, now on to the next phase.
On Earth's moon we would soon find the remains of Sentinel Prime, an ancient leader of the Autobots, and bring him life. We thought him to bring us peace, and the Decepticons to their